Sertoba Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome.
I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Trust I'm coming up for that top spot, coming up for that throne. Trust I'm coming up for that drop top, coupe sitting on.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Grind. I am your host, Korrey, and we are here to talk about all things wrestling right here on the Sertoba Media Network, SIRTOBA. Take a moment. Like, share, subscribe, follow Sertoba Media on all social media platforms. We have a multitude of shows, a multitude of content available for you. Check out Sertoba Media today. And you can find The Grind at specific social media platforms. And that'll be displayed for you at the end of today's episode. Now, let's get into what we have for you all today. So it was recently announced that now we talked about the U.S. Women's Championship, and now the Intercontinental Women's Championship has been introduced. Now, I will say the Intercontinental title for the women looks great on the white strap, and I was so happy when they added the blue little splash into it to really give it that old school vibe of the Intercontinental title back in those, 90s, 2000s kind of days. But the importance of the women is what we really need to get into here. And before I get into that, I just want to make sure that I take time to address a few of you out there that have negative things to say about women, okay? Or women wrestlers in general.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up. You can do it.
I got something for y'all.
What?
Get out.
Your opinions, yes, they matter. I'm happy that you have a platform and a place to share them. But the negativity along with it, unnecessary. And it's okay to have some fun. It's okay to joke. It's okay to laugh. But like when we get into the derogatory stage of things, that's when you all...
Oh, God! No, God, please, no!
all need to get in there. Get in there. Get in there. So we're like here on this show, on The Grind, we're not here to defame anybody. We're not here to talk down on anybody. We want to make sure that we share our criticisms, and it's okay to share your criticisms. But to sit here and to denigrate someone, to try to make them feel small, it says a lot about you, pal.
And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
So just take a moment and enjoy this era that we're in right now. Think about it this way. WWE's women's division, SmackDown, Raw, NXT has never, ever had this much talent, and it has never, ever been this much on fire. Now, that does not say that every single booking decision that's been going on, at least during this Triple H era, has been correct. But I will say for the most part, it's been more interesting, and the women are being invested into. And that is something I can get behind. How can you get something out of something if you never take the time to put something into it? You don't invest into it. I also saw online people complaining about there's too many belts. There's too many belts. Well, guess what, pal? Back in the day, I remember having two main titles, a European Championship, a Hardcore Championship, ECW World Championship. let's see, an Intercontinental Championship, a U.S. title, a Cruiserweight title. Do I need to keep going here? And let's not talk about the tag titles and then the Divas or Women's Championship. Get over it. This is not the first time, okay? We just don't have those other titles that really don't mean anything anymore. They tried to bring the Cruiserweight division back, and that was an epic fail because of how it was handled. So why not take those extra titles that we used to have and put them on the women? Why not allow women to have something else to reach versus just the tag titles and the main world championships? Give women a chance. They have fought for years to have times like this. All right. So let's enjoy the ride. We're not going to like everything. We don't like everything about what they do with the men. So let's give women a fair chance. Women wrestlers matter. And to all of you women out there who go out there and put it on the line every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year, I appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to become great, for taking the time to learn your craft, to evolve, to get us to this point that we are now. It is with your determination, your hard work, and your ability to stand on business and say, no, we're not doing that no more. We're going to move forward. I appreciate y'all. All of those that paved the way, all of those that there are currently, and that daggone NXT roster that's going to come up soon. Yeah, y'all are lit. So let's get into this tournament. So the Intercontinental Championship tournament is just like, or set up just like the U.S. title tournament. So we have a bunch of triple threat matches to determine in a tournament style to determine, those quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So we're going to look at the bracket here in a moment. And one match has already happened by the time you're going to see this. So, don't beat me up about it. I got a life. For sure. So the first match on the card was Katana Chance, Dakota Kai, and Shayna Baszler. That match has already passed. We know the results is that Dakota Kai won that triple threat match in a pretty, okay match. Each woman was able to put on what she was capable of doing. But I think in this match, it's starting to show people why Dakota Kai needs to be pushed a little more. Dakota Kai is a very unique wrestler. I love that scorpion kick that she does. And she just takes what she loves and brings it to life through her wrestling. And you can tell that she has studied her craft over the years and has gotten better. And she is also a fan favorite. And she's been a fan favorite for years. She's deserved an opportunity, just like some others that we will speak about on this bracket. But Dakota Kai winning this match came as no surprise to me. Before the bracket even dropped, I knew she would be in the tournament, and I'm happy that she got the win. Let's see if Dakota Kai can keep it going. So the next match that is coming up on this upcoming week's Raw, it is Lyra Valkyria, Zelina Vega, and Ivy Nile. Let's get this over with, okay? Zelina Vega deserves it. Point blank, period. I like Lyra. I think Lyra can go. And Ivy now, I'm still trying to adapt to her. I think she still needs some work on her character. Zelina Vega, even though she has, made history as the first ever queen in the ring, I think she needs a title. And I love the fact that, she's being given this opportunity. There has been a lot of things going on social media, and you see it on some of the fan signs when you go to WWE events, or if you're at home and you're watching on TV, that they want to give Zelina a chance. Push Zelina Vega. And here, I'm going to push Zelina Vega by giving her the win in this triple threat match. Zelina Vega moves on to the next round. Next match we have on the card is Kaden Carter, Raquel Rodriguez, and Zoe Stark. Now, this match should be pretty good with Kaden Carter being a high flyer, Zoe Stark being that more technical wrestler, and we know Raquel, that Tejada bomb is crazy, but homegirl is strong. Strong. But Raquel Rodriguez I feel like she's going to get canceled out by none other than mommy, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is going to find some way, somehow, to interfere in this match and stop her from winning. So I'm going to cancel her out. That leaves us with Kaden Carter and Zoe Stark. Now, in my heart, I think Kaden Carter deserves an opportunity. She's always been stuck into this tag team. And hopefully within this triple threat match, she's able to spotlight. They're able to shine a spotlight on her similar to what they did to B-Fab a few weeks ago, which I still think is amazing. And give her an opportunity to really show what she can do outside of the tag team. But I do feel as if Zoe Stark will be the one to finish off Kaden Carter and get the win. Zoe Stark moves on in this tournament. All right, next we have Alba Fire, Kairi Sane, and Natalya. Now, Alba Fire used to be the UK Women's Champion when she was known under a different name some years ago. So she's had some gold. Kairi Sane used to be an NXT Women's Champion, multiple-time tag team champion. And then we know Natalya has been a two-time WWE champion, women's champion, excuse me. So this match could go in a lot of different directions. With Io Sky having that women's championship match for Saturday night's main event, I feel as if this match is Kairi Sane's to lose. Natalya, she's at a place in her career where they're not going to be pushing her. She's there for veteran presence, and she is there to help grow that next generation, which she has openly stated that she is more than happy to do. Back to B-Fab. She has helped B-Fab. B-Fab has been in the Heart Dungeon, and she has helped her get better at her in-ring skills. With this match, I feel like it will go back and forth between the three women. It'll probably be a pinning situation where Kairi Sane comes down with an insane elbow and pins whoever she lands on. Kairi Sane moves on to the next round. All right, so when we look at the semifinals, we are looking at Dakota Kai versus Zoe Stark. And we're looking at Zelina Vega versus Kairi Sane. All right, two incredible matches. That is granting opportunity to women who really don't, besides Kairi Sane, really get an opportunity to go for gold. So let's look at what Dakota Kai and Zoe Stark can do. Now, this is a great match between two technical wrestlers. It will not be a high-flying, very fast-paced match. I think this match will be focused on limbs. It'll be focused on more submission maneuvers, more wrestling maneuvers. It'll be a slowed down, change of pace type of match. It won't be just like, you know, a bullet going back and forth. Nah, we ain't doing that in this match. So in looking at it, I think it's going to be a hard-fought match between the two women. A whole lot of, you know, near falls, pins, some submissions. But I do feel as if this is the time. Dakota Kai has got to get this win. Zoe Stark, she is very talented in her own right. She is a part of Pure Fusion Collective, But I do feel as if Dakota Kai deserves this chance to go for gold, which is going to put me in a real hard situation when it comes to these finals. The next match we have is Zelina Vega versus Kairi Sane. I think this match is going to be that one where Kairi Sane is beating the dog out of Zelina Vega. Okay? I think it's going to be a match where she dominates all the way through the match, and Zelina's going to have that traditional baby face fight back in this match. The crowd will be firmly behind Zelina Vega. You can book it. Okay? Book it. She will be heavily favored. She's going to receive the beatdown of a lifetime, and she's going to have to climb back. But I do believe that Zelina Vega will be the one to take the win in this match, whether it's a surprise pin or a surprise finisher. Zelina Vega goes on to the finals. Right, now we're looking at the finals. We're looking at Dakota Kai versus Zelina Vega. And I don't know about y'all, but I am struggling to pick a winner for this match. I have looked at this bracket for the last few days, and I still can't wrap my mind around who should win this match. Zelina Vega already being the first ever queen of the ring makes me feel like Dakota Kai deserves that opportunity to be the first ever women's Intercontinental champion. But it pains me to say Dakota Kai does have a history of injuries. Okay. When you think about someone with that Intercontinental championship, you're looking for someone who is a workhorse. Someone who is going to be there each and every single week, who is going to put on great matches, okay, and tell great stories. And I'm really, really hoping that they take the time to invest in this title. Let's not just introduce it, give it a little bit of fire for a couple of weeks, and then put it in there. We don't want to do that. How can we make this championship mean something to the women? And you have a lot of workhorses in this women's division. No doubt you got them all up and throughout this roster, but how we tell stories moving forward is what's going to determine the prestige of this championship. So with that being said, I feel like it is going to be a barn burner between Dakota Kai and Zelina Vega. It'll be hard fought, it'll be near falls, it'll be some crying. It'll be some temper tantrums. You name it, it's going to happen in this match. And I do feel that Zelina Vega will be the first ever women's Intercontinental champion. Zelina Vega will add on to her firsts by becoming that first women's Intercontinental champion and being that workhorse, being that person who is going to establish that title. WWE is listening to the fans now. The fans is pushing for both of these women, no doubt. But I do feel like Dakota Kai has to show that she can stay healthy for a sustained amount of time in order for them to put a title on her. I think she deserves it. I think she needs a title for her career. But I think right now the best decision is to go with Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega will be the first ever women's Intercontinental champion. So with that being said, that's all I have for you. I hope we get great matches out of these triple threats into the semifinals and into the finals. And I want you all to take a moment, comment down below. Who do you think is going to win each match in this tournament? Who do you think is going to the semifinals? Who do you think is going to the finals? Who do you think is going to be the first ever women's Intercontinental champion? And let's take it even a step further. Where do you see this championship going? What do you think can add prestige to this title? How should stories be told about this title? Should it even be a workhorse title? What do you all think? Comment that down below and let me know. I'm looking forward to it. But I appreciate you all joining me for another episode of The Grind. Once again, if you're not already, follow, like, share, subscribe to Satoba Media. You can find episodes of The Grind every single Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And with that being said, I am looking forward to your feedback. Feedback is a gift. Please share it with me. And if there's anything you want to see on the episodes, please let me know and we'll see what we can do to try to work it in. But again, thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with me. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm out. See you next week.
I push that way to get that goal, but I don't break 'cause I've been